June 793. The monks of Lindisfarne see sails on the horizon. Minutes later, the raiders are on their beach. Nothing on the water should have been that fast, and for the next 300 years, nothing will be. This is the story of the machine that built the Viking Age. Not the axe, not the warrior, the ship. A Viking longship wasn't built like a wall. It was built like a skeleton. Thin, overlapping planks riveted over an open frame. An old northern technique, perfected over centuries. The whole hull, barely 4 tons. Light enough for its crew to drag it up a beach. And because it was a skeleton, it could do something no rigid ship could. It bent. In 1893, a replica crossed the Atlantic in a storm. Its crew watched the hull floor rise and fall under their feet and twist 15 centimeters from end to end. It never leaked a drop. This ship didn't fight the sea. It moved with it. Second, it floated in about a meter of water. Just 1 meter. A warship carrying 60 men in water that wouldn't reach your chest. That number redrew the map of Europe. Any beach became a landing zone. Any river became a highway. In 845, 120 of these ships sailed up the Seine, all the way to Paris. The king paid 7,000 pounds of silver and gold to make them leave, and the design kept thinking. Look at the ends. Bow and stern are identical. To retreat from a narrow river, the crew didn't turn the ship around. They just rowed the other way. No turning circle. No wasted minute under enemy arrows. Sail for the open sea. Oars for rivers, harbors, and for days when the wind dies. A defender watching the coast couldn't count on weather for safety. There was no warning anymore. That combination, sail plus oars, was barely a generation old when Lindisfarne burned. The raids didn't start when the Vikings got violent. They started when the ship got ready. Then they turned east, where there is no coastline to follow, just rivers pointing the wrong way. It didn't matter. Where one river ends, they lifted the ships out of the water and carried them kilometers overland, around 7 sets of rapids, to the next river. A 1-meter draft and a 4-ton hull make that possible. Try that with any other warship on Earth. Down the Dnieper, past Kiev, across the Black Sea. In the year 806, 200 of these ships appeared at sunset in front of Constantinople, the greatest city in the world. Its patriarch wrote that they came like a swarm of wasps, the most heavily defended capital on the planet, and the warning time was 0, and west into open ocean. The same hull that flexed through Atlantic storms without leaking carried them to Iceland, to Greenland, and further. In Newfoundland, Canada, archaeologists found their camp. And thanks to a solar storm frozen into the tree rings of its timbers, we know exactly when they cut that wood. The year 1021. That is 4.5 centuries before Columbus. Same ship design, same skeleton of overlapping planks. So look at the whole map one more time. Paris, up a river. Constantinople, across rivers and dry land. North America, across an ocean. 3 continents, 1 ship design. Light as a skeleton, shallow as a rowboat, flexible as a living thing. The axe made the Vikings feared. The ship made them possible. For 300 years, the fastest thing on the water wasn't a weapon that hit harder. It was a boat that bent.